Alright, so here we go. Sunrise Spring for the last time, where we are just going to complete the last two things that we need to do, which will of course be the Tiki Lodge in Molten Crater, and also the Sparx The Dragonfly mission as well. So what we are going to do is we're going to go to Molten Crater right now that we have Sergeant Byrd unlocked, and we are of course going to do the Tiki Lodge missions, which will of course be to replace the idle head's egg, as well as another egg in there as well, and also get a skill point, which is of course to assemble the tiki heads, which I'll show you real quick right now. So yep. So I've got 2091 gems. Now that won't be an odd weird number any longer, because obviously we are about to go in there and collect the rest of the gems. So I believe we have 109 gems, if I am not mistaken. Just check my recording still going, because I have been having issues where recordings have been well, I haven't really been having issues, I just want to check that my recordings are not going to stop. Now fortunately there is a shortcut I can go through right here, which makes my life a whole lot easier. And while this feels so weird, especially after being so used to 60 FPS on the PC version, but basically we have to do it now because Toys for Bob have been... Toys for Bob have been crafty, and they no longer let you do this glitch where you can just walk in like that. So anyway, step inside, old chum. Sergeant James Byrd. I didn't know, I forgot his name was James. I don't know why, I'd never actually call him by that name, but anyway, here we go. Enter the Tiki Lodge. Why do I keep bouncing off portals? That keeps happening all the time. That is so strange.
I'm playing a game of hide and seek with my friends. If I can't find where they've hidden their heads, they won't let me join the Tiki Lodge. Help me put them back together and I'll make you an honorary member.
Oh yes. Now this is a pretty easy well, it's kind of easy, but the controls are not bang on precise, I am not gonna lie, and these enemies here do keep coming back. So now I'm not a fan, like I said in the last part, of how Sergeant Byrd controls, but I suppose this is just one of those things that you've got to deal with. Unfortunately we do not have to play as Sergeant Byrd all that often in this game, so that's a bit of a relief. Now, I am not a hater on Sergeant Byrd, so don't feel sad, Sergeant Byrd, but yeah, I am not. I'm just not a fan of the way you control. Maybe if I gave you better controls, I would have loved you better, but that is a pretty awful way to put it. Obviously, to not like your friend because of his controls, but trust me to call Sergeant Byrd my friend, but you know. Really weird stuff. So basically all we've got to do for this really is just get all the tiki heads together, and if you put them all together, then all you've got to do then is just you get the skill point, and then you can just simply just move everything around from there on. So I believe there is one more tiki head just in here. Oh yes. Now I'm missing a 10 gem. I wonder where that will be, but we can just find that in a minute, so no stress. And there we go, we got the skill point. Awesome. Now I think I know where that 10 gem is. Yes, it's in here, so there should be a 10 gem and an egg. No, it's Luna, just an egg. So where's that 10 gem? I want to know. How come I am missing a 10 gem? That is not like me to miss it. Oh, it's over there? Oh, it's like... I didn't even know that there was a thing in here. Those balloons. Oh. That was a bit stupid of me, but... yeah. Obviously there are balloons in here. Yep, so there we go. All I've got to do now is just grab the tiki heads I just put them all on the bodies, so... I'd love to know who decapitated them, but... Probably the sorceress again. Damn you, sorceress. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3. If it'll go on. Number 4. And number 5.
Take this egg as a sign of your honorary membership to the lodge.
Nice. I have no idea who decapitated.
Well, that's never happened before. I hope it's not a bad omen.
Oh no. So there we go. That's that level 100% completed. So all I need to do is exit now. So yeah. That was pretty quick. And why do I keep bouncing off these portals? Why is this game not behaving for me today? Fortunately, the loading times in this game are not too bad now that I've got it on an SSHD external drive, so... Here we go, we're going to speak to Zoe to do the Sparx mission.
Spyro, I found an egg, but only Sparx will be able to reach it. There's a small hole that leads to a Crawdad farm. I can take him there if he's ready.
Oh yes, enter Crawdad Farm, bonus world. So here we go with that. Now, speaking of it, like, too small to fit through the hole and stuff like that, and you've got to play as another character, I am going to tell you something in a minute. After we've just got this script out of the way.
Hello, Sparx. Before you take on those nasty crawdads, I should give you some help. To start, let's practice shooting. Press the attack button to shoot these targets.
Anyway, I'm going to tell you something. What happened in Medieval last night, but I'll tell you that after we've done this tutorial part and we get onto the main level, so yeah. Just do this first.
You can also move quickly by pressing the charge button, like Spyro. Use your charge to chase down this fast enemy.
And obviously if you don't do them like that, well, basically certain things, if you don't do it the way it intends you to do it, it makes you do it again until you've got the tutorial done correctly.
Now for the hard part. Being a maneuverable dragonfly, you can also strafe in any direction. To strafe, hold down the roll left or roll right button, then move with the left stick. Try strafing to hit the targets in this room.
Which is a pretty easy task, but... Yep, so just hold down your L1 or R1 button, and then you can just go left and right, so that's super handy in lots of situations in these Sparx missions. Now Sparx does control pretty well, so it's like a shooter, sort of, but with a bit of an interesting twist.
On your travels, you'll notice butterflies that give you health, just like in the dragon world. Not only that,
My chair's squeaking again, sorry.
Powers, though only for a short time. Just eat any power-up butterfly, then press the jump button to use that power-up. Your power-up is shown in the top right of the screen.
So yeah, basically, as I was saying, if you shoot enemies like that and defeat them all without using a power-up, it makes you go back and do it again.
You'll be able to deal with these guys much faster if you use a power-up. Just eat any power-up butterfly, then press the jump button. Your power-up is shown in the top right of the screen.
So yeah, it does give a different line of script, I believe, so yeah. So basically you just got to hold your X button and just attack like that. So here we go, that's the tutorial now over with.
You'll be able to deal with
What?
these guys much faster if you use
What happened? I used the power-up. Did it because I got hit? Oh, it's because I got hit. Ah, now that was pretty weird. So here we go, that's tutorial over.
Looks like you're ready, Sparx. If you need any more guidance, just choose the controls option from the pause menu.
Easy, so, yep, So basically it's just like normal Spyro levels. Obviously the gems are bigger because Sparx is really small, but basically last night I was playing Medieval for the PS4, the new remaster version. I've never played the original, and I really do think that I've missed out, like some people have said, like, you know, Ninja, Luke, and RF44 and people like that. But yes, basically I went to the Enchanted Earth, and I accidentally entered the Ant Caves level, and it took me literally like forever to complete that level. The level is like a really tedious process because obviously it's like a maze, so you've got to like guide your way around to find all of the ambers, and then by the time I've 100% completed the level, I've got to go. I had to battle against the Queen Ant, and every single time I tried that, 3 times in a row, I ended up dying. So I had to redo the entire level again. All that for a level I did not even intend to enter. Obviously I can't complete Enchanted Earth yet because I've only just defeated the Pumpkin King boss as well, so I believe you've got to go back in order to complete that level, if I'm not mistaken. But I bet there's so much you can do in this in that level once I have actually managed to get these items. I don't want any spoilers, so I don't exactly know what's going to come up yet, but all I can say was that Queen Ant boss was a nightmare. Oh boy. In the end I managed to defeat it with very little life remaining. And how I managed to even do that, I do not know. Here we go, my shield's going to run out. So yeah, there's different power-ups and you know, that you can equip in this, so obviously the best thing to do is to destroy the cages first, because then obviously no more enemies are going to spawn. That's the blue gate. So I believe we're nearly approaching the end of the level now. Yep, here we go. That's just the final part now. So I believe this is the King Crab, which fortunately is not too hard to defeat. Pretty easy. I managed to do this like loads of times without even getting hurt. Obviously I did not defend myself then. So here we go, we've got Nora, yes. So we've got to collect the last 5 gem, and there we go, that's Crawdad Farms, 100% completed. So now if we look at the Sunrise Spring World inventory, that is all of Sunrise Spring fully completed. So now we can head on back, and we can go back to Midday Gardens, because I believe in the next part we are going to be doing Enchanted Towers. Now that is a really long level. Just to forewarn you, it is really long, so that's obviously going to be a really long part. I don't think I'm going to record this today. I think I'll record it tomorrow when I've got lots of time to record it, because obviously Enchanted Towers is going to take a long time, obviously.
Nice work, Sparx. You've beaten the Crawdad King and found the lost egg. Not only that, but some of the dragon magic seems to have rubbed off on you. Now you can pick up gems when they're even further away from Spyro.
Nice, so that's at least why I like to do these Sparx missions as I go along, because then I can actually unlock certain moves. So I might do the last Sparx mission before I actually do the levels of Midnight Mountain, which is the last world, but that's basically that world now completed. So obviously, as I was saying, Enchanted Towers is a really long level. It took an entire like hour and a half on Spyro Jonathan's stream to fully complete that level. because it is a really long level. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, it took him like the entire stream just to do that one level, because that's how long that level is. Now, Enchanted Towers is quite a fun level. I do quite like it. It does have the best skate park, but it's just so long. Obviously, it doesn't annoy me as much as Fireworks Factory. I'm sorry, it's not my favourite level, but yeah. Same goes for Lost Fleet. Yeah, right. So yeah, now ironically, that is Midday Gardens we've got to now. So, yep, that's Sunrise Spring. Fully completed. So a barely fully completed Sunrise Spring. In the same amount of time and Let's Play part, well, more Let's Play parts. Well, probably even more time. It took more time to get through the first world, barely, than it was to complete the main story on Crash Free Warped in Insane. So that just goes to show how long Spyro 3 really is. It is a big game, and that just goes to show how much content Reignited really is. So if you're wanting a long game to play, with really good play mechanics, and pretty much a perfect game altogether, definitely pick up Reignited. I mean, I think Spyro 3 like has 8 hours of gameplay. You know, speedrunning completionist time maybe, but it is a really long level, really long game, so I would advise picking the game up just for that. So yes, everybody, thank you so much for watching part 9 of my Let's Play of Spyro 3 Reignited. So, that is Sunrise Spring, all out of the way. So in the next part, we will start doing all the Midday Gardens levels. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will indeed see you all in Enchanted Towers. So, I will see you later, and goodbye, everybody, and take care for now.